Hi everyone! Welcome to our industry professional interview in operations management. Just watch and learn.
For this project, we choose to interview someone who truly inspires us, not only because of her success, but also because of how she turned her passion into profession. We sat down with Miss Joy, the woman behind Crazy Oven by Joy, a name that has been making waves both in the baking community and online. We chose Miss Joy because her story is closely connected to the hospitality industry, which we are currently studying. She's not only a talented baker but also a thriving entrepreneur and content creator. What makes her journey so admirable is how she balances both, running a growing baking business while sharing her work and life online.
Through this interview, we wanted to learn how she managed everything, from taking orders, dealing with customers, creating content, and staying consistent with her goals. Her story proves that with dedication and creativity, passion can truly become a sustainable source of income.
She was able to achieve amazing milestones through her business, like buying her first car, renovating her home, and building a brand that people trust and admire. She turned her oven into an opportunity, and we believe that we can learn a lot from her experiences, both as students and future professionals in the hospitality field. On top of that, Miss Joy also made history in the local baking community. She was the first baker in Negros to gather fellow bakers for a cake picnic, a creative and heartwarming event that happened last May 17, 2025. We hope this interview gives you insights, motivation, and maybe even a spark of inspiration to chase your own dreams too. So without further ado, let's dive into our interview with Crazy Oven by Joy.
Good afternoon, Miss Joy. My name is Priyaty Torlar.
My name is Annalyn Conde.
And we are from BSHM 3D in the University of St. Plaza.
So, how do you align your marketing strategies with your brand as both a baker and content creator to attract and retain customers?
Telling stories, like my journey, when I started from scratch until at this moment. So, damo kita makarelate every time mag-content ako sa journey ko on how I started. I started really 2015, so now it's been 10 years. So, di lang kung baking lang ko. So, I started content creating last year lang.
What set your baked products and services apart from competitors, and how do you maintain that competitive edge in your daily operations?
Okay, as a home baker, no, hindi man siya ang muna ka critical limit naman ko sa ako na orders. So, ang edge na bituro na hambal ko is kami ng mga home baker, freshly baked yan ang mga cakes. Kasi di ba kung na-notice nyo, ang mga bake shop nila naka-display ng cake, labyan mo subong pagkadasun na daw ara pa siya. Bilang home baker yan, subong yan man makita ka ng cake sa chiller buwas, wala na. And then pagka hapon, mabake naman kami, para naman order pagkabuwas. So, amo na ng edge naman as home baker na ang mga cakes ya halin dyan sa oven. Wala pa na yung kagi nabutang sa ref na before i-pick up ni customer or na-deliver na.
Question is about process management. What systems or tools do you use to manage your daily baking schedule, content creation, and order tracking to maximize productivity?
Okay. Actually, since nagalimit lang man tanong sa aton nga mga orders, pero just in case no kay na gina-forecast ko naman na siya, just in case na magka-shop ako, I'll be using Excel or Google Sheet para to track. Pero at this moment, I only use my calendar to track everything. Da lang man ko gabutan sa akong kung ano man ang akong task for today. Kaya pag wala yung tracker, ma-mess up again. So, ano na, simple lang it, my calendar sa akong phone.
For the fourth question, what are the biggest challenges you faced in juggling both baking and content creation, and how do you overcome them?
Okay, time. Because especially if peak season, I don't have time na to create content because of orders. So, amo na siya ang challenge ko every time may muna peak season. So, what I'm doing, I do bake at night, and then pagka morning, akong inang ginabake ko yesterday, amo na siyang gina-content pagka the next day. So, gina-schedule ko lang ang akong balang time for baking and being a content creator. So, morning, ang bake, gabi ang bake, and then pagka the next day, ang creating content.
And for the quality management, how do you ensure that every product you bake meets a consistent quality standard, especially when working on large orders or custom cakes?
Okay, so since wala ko timbang, no, I avoid ng mass order because I have to maintain the quality by set a limitation sa quantity sa orders. So, so I have to control the quantity to ensure the quality of your products. So, galimit lang kami per day. So, subong, ang maximum lang yung kahit ako lang isang 5 cakes per day. So, pag lapaw na yan sa 6, ika-6 kaming order, gina-decline ko siya. That's how I manage the quality of my products.
So for the sixth question, when a customer expresses dissatisfaction or send a complaint, how do you usually respond, and what steps do you take to improve based on the feedback, if ever?
May ara gid man kay hindi man natanan niya nato niyang customer yung manamitan sa ating product. So i-expect na. So we choose our market. So may ara nga hindi diyan namin sa cake mo, may ara man niya. So let's focus on the positive side. So if just in case may ko sina, so I acknowledge them, I appreciate them. Don't feel balangan ma-down ka na kayo nalawalan sa sang cake. Anticipate that every time maski sa negosyo may ara niya complain. So maski naniuno pa ng cake mo ang tao may hambal din na. So I appreciate them. If gusto nila refund, I do refund. Just para lang ma-save ang name nila. So na.
In what ways does your business incorporate sustainable practices, whether in packaging, sourcing, ingredients, or content creation?
So, usually, ang boxes na mga ginagamit ko is friendly, eco-friendly naman siya. And then, I use plastics, pero sometimes kahit iniara, nagkiman subong mga container na siya, ng papel siya, pero it looks different. So, ano na siya ginagamit ko.
So for the last question, in sustainability, how do you balance the need for aesthetically pleasing products for social media with reducing waste or being environmentally responsible?
Okay, ano ba lang siling pagina na I avoid mass production para lang hindi ta pala mag-usik sa mga materials na gamiton ta, and as much as possible kung ano mga ginagamit ko sa specific na content, I do reuse. Ina-reuse lang siya. If in case man nga cakes siya ginapakaon ko sa mga bata sa sagwa para lang gid nga hindi wala sang waste na matapok. Ma-save sa mga ato mga sa environment.
That's all, Mia. Thank you.
Diba? Ako lang to.
So we had a follow-up question from Ms. Joy. How was her business during the pandemic and how was she able to survive it? Interestingly, she mentioned that her business boomed during the challenging time.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It took 5 years. Nakita ko nga, nag-progress or nag-tayo kasi nag-boom ang business. That was pandemic. So nakaproduce kami 10,000 pounds per day. That was pandemic. And during pandemic, I'm proud ko na napakaluto na mga drink card ko. Parang na dali natin kayo sa live gamit ang benta sa sales during pandemic. So from there, 2020 until now, wala pa na orders. So 2020 siya ko na.